Anyway, y'all give it up for my friend Sandy Quinn. She's coming to the stage right now. I have no idea. I've never seen her perform, so I'm excited about this. This is Sandy Quinn.
Does that count against your time, William?
No.
All right, so, hi, my name is Sandy Quinn, and I am True Grit Comedy because I'm Sandy.
Oh! Put on the shot!
All right, so, I'm done. All right, no. I am a school teacher because, you know, obviously school teachers after teaching 25 years would want to come and hang out in bars and make jokes about sex. So that makes perfect sense to me. I think it's interesting. I'm not quite sure. I teach English, so I could have gotten the math wrong anyway, because I was counting and I think I was number 8, but I don't know that that's what I was. But I'm actually really surprised because I'm the only girl that I've seen so far. Are there any other girls? Comedians?
I don't see gender.
Well, no. Well, you know, but it makes sense that it take a while before you get to me. You know, I mean, I need some foreplay. We need to go slower. It's more of a process. You know, but anyway, so you know, it's interesting. So I happen to be 48, and the thing that's interesting tonight introducing myself is this is the first time I have introduced myself as Sandy Quinn. 2 months ago yesterday I got married. At 48, my father was so happy. If I understand correctly, my brother, who's younger, who actually came down to marry us, explained to his boss that he needed the time off because his spinster, school-marm sister was finally getting married, and he had to go make sure that they got rid of her. And that it was done, quote, properly. I don't know what that means, but apparently it was legally binding. Anyway, so...
Family.
Yeah, family. Gotta love them. But anyway, and as you can see, by the way, because this is the whole point of the joke, and I hope this is not shocking or upsetting to anybody, I'm not a little girl. What? Been this way most of my life.
Lucky.
Yeah. And so, in recognizing that the whole sexual attraction thing in women is sort of a process, I want to explain a little bit about my process. So I've known what sex was since I was 5. I mean, I understood all the mechanics, I understood where everything went, how everything worked. I had no idea or understanding about that whole orgasm thing, but I understood the whole process of sex, all the other kinds of stuff. I guess I was about 12 when I first started masturbating, and that was the first time that I had an orgasm, and I was sort of upset that people hadn't, you know, clued me in on that part, because that would have happened sooner. But I also figured out, therefore, very early on that if you want it done right, you just gotta do it yourself. For the longest time, and I blame my husband for ruining this joke, I used to joke that, you know, some people call it single, I called it independently owned and operated. But anyway, so 12, I started getting into about 12, 13 years old when I was in middle school, junior high. I did both, actually, because I kept moving. I got into erotica. And I started writing my own stories. And when you are in Washington, D.C., just outside this great country's capital, and the principal catches you writing erotica about him and the librarian, who were both incredibly ugly people, and I just wanted to give them some because it seemed like something needed to make them happy. You end up in detention. Also, this might have been the clue that I was going to be an English teacher, but anyway. While I was in detention, I started having some thoughts about it, and some people knew why I was in detention, and so this guy asked me about what I'd been writing that got me in so much trouble, so I decided, because he was kind of cute, that I would write him his own story. So I wrote him about how he was going to graduate from high school and take home a girl named Bambi, who would just be able to get her ankles behind her head before he high-dived into her. And I gave it to him the day before I actually left the school. It was the end of 9th grade year. And he asked me actually on the very last day because they knew I was moving. He said, I was always wondering. He says, who were you interested in? And I said, well, I thought you were kind of cute. And he's like, Bambi. Like, no, baby, you'd have been on your knees. But all this brings me to, so when I got to high school, I moved to California. And, was that for me? Awesome. So I moved to California, and I was already 6'1" by that point. And in California at high school, there was this boy. His name was, and I've looked up, it's very common, so there's no innocent in protecting this. His name was Jeff Flowers, and he was 6'6". And I was excited. I was like, this is gonna be my shot at prom. I'm telling you, he was a beautiful, tall palm tree, and I wanted to climb him and slide all the way down the coconuts. We were gonna have a good time. So he started dating this girl named Michelle, who was 4'11". We won't get into what her skills were. I will say this, just as a parting shot. When I married my husband at 48, he said, and I quote, "How the hell did you learn that?" Jeff Flowers missed out. Thank you.
Right on, right on, right on. Oh, that was good with the little Sandy bit in the beginning, man. I was like, what is she about to say, this bitch? It's hard for anybody to do anything and me not know what they're about to say. So good job, because I totally missed it and it was right in my face.
That's
You know
me.
what I'm saying? So basically, here, you hold this. I'm going to use this.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. No, you hold that. I'm going to take this back. I'm forgetting. I know there's going to be glitches tonight. I knew this
I was
thing.
gonna say, I can just use my teacher
So
voice.
first off, I did the light at 1 minute, right?
Okay.
I guess you didn't see it. Then I did the light at 10 seconds. I do a long light at 10 seconds.
Okay.
So you went a little bit over, but that's all right.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're all
Put her
learning.
name on
As a
board.
matter of fact, I'm gonna give you back them points. I'm gonna give you back them points.
Women
You know
roll!
what I'm saying?
It's a process for us.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. For me too. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time doing this. I got nervous when Cedric walked in here. I was like, this motherfucking veteran ass motherfucker coming in, goddamn judging me and shit. This is bullshit. No, but I love Cedric. He's in the house tonight, and he is gonna do a little set for us at the end, which is gonna be a nice treat for us because this motherfucker's funny and in the movies. Funny in the movies, man. Make me laugh all the time. So you were an old spinster, huh?
Apparently.
So I was like, the topic is the first time you were sexually attracted to somebody. I'm not thinking that you're like 48 and you're now just getting sexually attracted to somebody. So I felt like, you just jumped like 48 years back, or am I wrong about this?
She was sexually attracted to herself.
Probably not.
Then Jeff Flowers.
Okay, so independent, so owner operated, independent owner operated. That's fine.
We need a bouncing ball for this guy.
But kudos on getting married at 48 for your first time. That's pretty dope.
That's
Yeah, so what made you decide to get married? That's right, clap for marriage, y'all.
That's the same. You see me.
You are not giving me anything.
I'm trying to, he's
All
just
right.
that sexy.
Let's jump to this. You said you opened your legs wide open. He jumped from a motherfucking high dive and came. So you like it hard like that?
Yes.
You want to do it like a motherfucking machine gun? No softness, huh?
It's
That's
a
why it took
process.
48 years
It's
to
a
find my man.
process. It's a process.
When you went on the first date with a dude, you was like, I don't like it, son. I like it hard. And then he tried to do it till you saw, didn't he?
I'm not gonna go home.
Every single goddamn one of them, didn't it? See, that's why she didn't get married until she was 48. It took her that long to find a man to handle his business up in there. Good job, Sandy.
I
thought you did a wonderful job of describing things to us from your perspective. Like these imaginative things, like jumping on someone, just sliding down and just fucking that cock. Like, oh love. That's like what we're thinking. You're saying it nicely. Like, oh yeah. It's just like where you're at.
Amy, this is your husband. We're talking. This is your husband.
But I don't. You took us on because you're an English teacher, you said, right? So you're a writing person. Like it's fun. Every time you said something, You know, I imagined it in a way because that's what you do when you read something. You're like reading to us, like you're the last thing. That's just like the way I thought. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It was fun.
So Sandy, hey, that's right, Amy. That was a good critique. Your brother just did right there. Andy Webb in the house. What's up, brother? I know where you at tonight, goddamn. He's got his Facebook page says where's Webb. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You gotta explain the joke.
Gave up his sense.
Sandy, give us your best erotica voice if you were a sex worker on the telephone, okay? And I'm gonna give you what to say, okay? I'm gonna give you what to say. Do not put that quarter in that slot.
Do not put that quarter in that slot.
I can tell when she said that, she was the one that put that quarter in that I know what you think about my girl Sandy. Man, look how tall she is. I'm like,
Is that you?
Sandy just won the whole competition. What? It's over. Game over.
That is great. That is great.
What's the phone number?
Solid applause. Start on that.
Sorry.
We've been funny. Well composed. What I really love throughout the entire thing is, likewise, again, group jokes. All right, you group those in, hit them nice and solid. When Woody told you it's now time and wrapped up, boy, you just went, all right, let me grab my wrap, and you pulled it in, and the final payoff. Well composed. A+.
very good. Way to abbreviate. Joe Bone, what'd you say? What'd you say, Joe Bone?
From the beginning to the end, just didn't. The whole erotica thing, I really didn't hear anything after that. But it had me the whole time, man. I loved it. I loved it. And I normally am not a fan of English teachers.
He's like, I like words too.
But you turned me around. You turned me around.
Yeah, he was more of a math teacher guy.
Yeah, baby.
Y'all give it up with Sandy Quinn in the house.